guys, okay, so today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video. I'm going to be trying out some new products that I purchased lately or some samples that I've received and haven't used yet. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look with some new products, just keep watching. I already moisturized my face, but I want to, but that was like an hour or so ago, so I want to actually try out my MAC strobe cream. I purchased this mainly because I've seen Shannon XO here on YouTube use it, and I personally like a luminous type finish, so I'm going to apply this before I apply any foundation. And I'm just going to use the tiniest bit because, as I can see, it definitely gives a luminous effect and I don't want to be too shiny. So next I am going to just go ahead and prime, and I've actually really been enjoying the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector lately. This is just a little sample that I got from Sephora, but it's been really nice now in the summer since it is hotter out. My T-zone definitely gets oily, so I've just been applying it in my T-zone area for the most part, and then I just work outward. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Brightener, which I apply every single day. This really helps brighten up the under eye area. And then I'm going to be trying the Benefit Better Than BB Big Easy BB cream, I guess. It's just a little sample size that I received from Sephora. It's in the color 3, so it should match me pretty well since I'm a little bit self-tanned. But I do like to try new foundations and BB creams, stuff like that, on days that I am off, because I personally can always tell from the first time I use a foundation or BB cream if I'm going to like it or not. I don't feel like I'm going to need to try it out for a week or a month to know if I'm going to like it or not. I can tell by first applying it if I'm going to like the consistency or if it's going to give the coverage that I need. If it does those two things, then I see how it wears throughout the day, whether it ends up getting blotchy or oxidizes. If it doesn't do either of those things and, you know, stays looking good throughout the day, then I know it's going to be something I'm gonna like. The only thing that I personally would have to, reason I would have to try it for a few days in a row is to see if it would break me out or not. But other than that, I can tell from the first day of using a face product like that if I'm going to like it or not. So I'm going to be applying this with a beauty blender. So we'll see how it goes. Because it is a liquid to a powder, I think I'm gonna kind of do my face in sections, just because I don't know if it's going to be harder to blend if I wait and have it sit in a certain area for a certain amount of time. So I'm just gonna start to blend it out. And if you watch my channel, you know that I like medium to full coverage foundations and BB creams, so that's one issue I usually find with like BB and CC creams, is they just don't give me the coverage that I like. The only ones I've ever found that I like so far are the Garnier ones for a drugstore, and I've really been liking the IT Cosmetics CC cream lately. But those are the only ones that give like medium to full coverage that I've tried so far. So does seem to blend nicely. And it is a semi-thicker consistency. But the whole point of this is that I shouldn't have to use the powder to set this, since it is a liquid to a powder, kind of like the L'Oreal one, which I personally haven't ever used. It's kind of one that I want to try out, but I'm scared that I'm not going to like it and I'll be returning it. But I guess you never know until you try something, right? So far, it definitely feels nice and smooth on my skin. I'd say I'm going to try to put another layer on. I don't know how well this is going to work out because it is a liquid to a powder, and it seems to be kind of setting already. Just to see if I can get it to medium coverage. Right now I feel like it's borderline medium. So let's see if I can get it to medium coverage. But I definitely like the feel and finish of it. So I don't recommend trying to apply a second layer over top of the first, because like I said, it was kind of starting to set into a powder. So definitely make sure you slap enough on your face to give the coverage that you're going to want. But it definitely does turn and set into a powder, so we'll see how that goes with applying the rest of my makeup. So I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer, and I'm just going to apply this to any places that normally are red, so around my nose, center of my nose, middle of my forehead. And then just take my beauty blender and blend that out, because that BB cream did not cover that. And then for my under eye concealer, I'm going to be using my NYX HD concealer in Fair. I'll go over that bridge of my nose. I'm going to wipe some of that over top of my eyelid too, so it acts as a primer for my eyeshadow. And then to set my under eye concealer, I'm just going to use my Ambient Lighting palette, and I'm going to use Radiant Light. Alright, so I do have some new cheek products that I'm going to be trying out. The first one I've actually had and have tried out is my Tarte Tipsy Cheek Stain. They just came out with these. I first got the Blushing Bride one in a BoxyCharm box. I liked it so much that I went out and bought the Tipsy one, and then Sephora had an 100-point perk for one of the other colors, so I ended up picking that one up too. But this is just a nice, if you just want a sheer wash of color that's going to give a dewy finish, this is a great product for that. I'm just going to use my small e.l.f. stippling brush to apply it. Now, if you're definitely looking for something that's like full-on pigmented, this isn't going to be it. It's definitely a sheer wash of color that's going to stain your cheeks. But it's not super pigmented. It's definitely buildable if you want a semi-darker color, but it's still not going to be really bright or anything. It would be a great product if you're going to like the pool or beach and you want some kind of color on your cheek that's going to like stain and last for a while. This would be a good product. And then I actually just received this yesterday. This is a mineralized skin finish from the MAC Sharon Osbourne collection. This is in Refresh. So it has the bronzer and the highlight. I'm just going to use the highlight because I have a different bronzer that I want to try out today. Holy smokes. So, don't apply a lot of that. It is super pigmented. I even tapped off my brush. Let's take the beauty blender. So, it's a really pretty, like, pinky, champagne-y, golden bronze color. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a real pretty highlight, but use light hand. Alright, so I definitely like the highlight from that. It's definitely very pretty. Just make sure you use a light hand with it. But for bronzer, since I'm not going to use that one, I'm going to be trying out my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer and blush. They just recently released this. They have two colors. They have a coral one with a dark bronze color, and then they have another one that's like a pink with a lighter bronze. I got the one with coral. And this one definitely gives like that, if you've been out in the sun for a while and you kind of have that bronzy kind of flushed look to your skin. Definitely gives that kind of look. It's very pretty though. Alright, so I actually really do like this for $3. You can't beat it. It gives really nice color. I've heard reviews saying that it's kind of powdery, but when you apply it to the skin, it doesn't appear powdery or cakey, so at least not on me, so I like it. But to contour my nose, I am going to use a different matte bronzer. I think I'm just going to go with my Hoola Benefit bronzer to contour my nose. Alright, so before we move on to eyes, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I am just going to brush through them first. I'm going to use my MAC Deep Dark Brunette Fluid Line Brow Gel. Really been enjoying this lately. And I set everything with my Benefit Gimme Brow. And this is the darker one in light medium. And then I'm just going to take my Cella Ivory Lace highlighter and highlight under my brow bone. Alright, so my face is done, so let's move on to eyes. Alright, so I do have a few new products I want to try on my eyes today, since I'm kind of going for a bronzy summer look, I guess, today. So I'm actually going to start out with my MAC Paint Pot in Perky. I have a little sample that I got from The Body Needs 2. So I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelids. It has a pinkish base to it. And then I'm going to go in with my new Maybelline eyeshadow duo in brown tones. So, unfortunately they're not matte, they are like kind of like a satiny finish, so they have a bit of a sheen to them. But it just comes with a tan and a light brown. I'm just going to mix both of them with a crease brush and place it into my crease. If you're looking for like a drugstore transition color. If you have darker skin, I don't think it would show up, but if you have like my skin tone or lighter, definitely check it out. So it just gives that nice wash of brown that you need for transition color. So, take a new MAC eyeshadow, which is from the newest collection that they released. It's called like In Bloom or something, I think flower related, but this is in the color Artistic License, and it's a Velux Pearl finish, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like a pinky bronze color that has like the melon pigment mixed into it. It's just gorgeous. If you can't get to a store to like swatch it, just buy it because it's super pretty and you won't regret buying it. So anyway, I'm gonna apply this all over my lid. I also purchased the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Smog, which I've had in a palette before, but I absolutely love this color as like an outer corner color. So I'm just going to take this and a fluffier pencil brush and apply this to my outer crease, or outer corner. And then I'm going to take an actual precise pencil brush and Smog and run that along my lower lash line. And then to make my eyes look even bronzier, I'm going to try out my new Sephora waterproof eyeliner, and this one is in Suntan. And it's a really pretty like bronzy color, so I'm just going to apply this to my waterline. And it applies very nice and smooth and pigmented to the waterline. I am going to go over it twice though, just to make sure that it's like locked into place. For lining my top eyelid, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. liquid liner in Coffee. And then I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. I'm going to be using my Revlon Bold Liqueur mascara. I received this in my BoxyCharm box this past month as well. And I have used this mascara a few times, and I don't know, I feel like it does give good length, but it gives absolutely no volume. And I've definitely used better mascaras. When it comes to Revlon and mascaras, I don't think that's their strong suit. I've never really tried a Revlon mascara that I've liked. For me, I look to Revlon for lip products. That's something that they do really well, and Revlon's like a go-to brand for me at the drugstore for lip products. But all their other products, like, I've never had like a standout product. So definitely something I wouldn't purchase myself, but I'm glad I got to try it out. And then for my lip color, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paris Collection Privé, and this is the JLo color. So it's Jennifer's Nude. So it's just a nice nude color. And I can't tell you how long it took me to find this collection. Either wherever I went didn't have it, or they didn't have the colors that I wanted, or they had the colors I wanted, but there was one left, and it was tampered with because someone decided to swatch it, and I wasn't going to buy it. But finally I went to Walgreens, and they had the colors that I wanted, multiple ones of it, so definitely glad I finally got my hands on the two that I wanted. It's definitely a really pretty nude. This nude is definitely my lips, but better. Like, this is the actual color of my lips, or pigmentation of my lips. So it just gives a nice, flawless, glossy effect to my natural lip color. So I really like the JLo one. But yeah, overall, I like all the products that I used and tried out today. I'm definitely going to have to see how the BB cream wears throughout the day. I definitely don't feel or look shiny. Wherever I'm shiny is like where I applied highlighter, but I'll definitely be interested to see how that wears throughout the day. I think it might be a good BB cream for like every day if I'm not working type BB cream. I don't think it has the coverage that I would like to like wear to work and stuff, but yeah, overall I will keep you guys updated. If I love something a lot, you'll probably definitely see it in a monthly favorite video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me video, and I will see you in my next one. Alright, bye.